Next, we turn to the Middle East, where after a week-long assault in Gaza City, Israeli forces announced that they've ended their operation against Hamas there. Displaced Palestinian families were forced to flee earlier this week after Israeli forces demanded their evacuation amid an intense military assault. Residents who returned to the ghost town found at least 60 bodies as they picked through the wreckage. Rescue agencies estimated that over 100,000 people have been left homeless, and at least 85% of the buildings in the Shujaiya district are now uninhabitable.
We have nothing, no food or drink. They bulldozed all the houses, and it is not our fault. Why do they hold us accountable for the fault of others? What did we do? We are citizens. Look at the destruction around you. There is no house or anything left for us. Where do we go and to whom?
This upsurge in fighting comes as discussions held in Qatar concluded without a breakthrough. However, U.S. President Joe Biden said that though there were gaps to close, the ceasefire agreement was in fact making progress.
I sent my team to the region to hammer out the details. These are difficult, complex issues. There's still gaps to close, but we're making progress. The trend is positive, and I'm determined to get this deal done and bring an end to this war, which should end now.
Now, as the complex negotiations for a ceasefire continue, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is facing mounting pressure back at home. Amid the backdrop of these negotiations, the Prime Minister is battling growing dissent among the people, as well as divisions within the government and military. Fueling the backlash is Israeli Defence Minister Yoav Gallant's call for an investigation into the state's failings, including a probe against himself and Prime Minister Netanyahu. Now, this request comes after the Israeli military published findings of the first probe into its security failings during the October 7th Hamas attack. The IDF acknowledged that it hadn't protected the citizens and admitted they were unprepared for the unprecedented scenario.
The state inquiry must be objective. It needs to investigate all of us, those who make decisions and those who carry them out. It must investigate me, the defense minister. It must investigate the prime minister. It must investigate the military chief as well as the head of security services.
Meanwhile, in Washington, the Biden administration has stepped up efforts to target violent Israeli settlers. The United States has added new individuals and organizations to a growing sanctions list and has warned banks to check transactions linked to all Israeli outposts in the West Bank. Additionally, the U.S. State Department has also blacklisted the far-right Jewish supremacist organization Lahava, labeling it as the largest violent extremist organization in Israel with over 10,000 members.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On this today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital in Washington, D.C.